So tell me about what you did in the United States and why it was important for you.
I think it was important for me because it changed my life. It put me into a perspective. It put me into the perspective of what the news organizations are doing right now to engage their audience. I was very lucky to be embedded at AJ Plus, and I ended up being their freelance contractor as part of my my entrepreneurial. I don't know. Can we?
Yeah, we can start over if you want. It's no
Okay.
problem.
I want to just have the clear idea of what I want to say. Perfect. Okay. It was really important for me because it changed my life. It gave me tools and ideas and new perspectives of what the news organizations are doing to engage their audience and tell the stories from a different angle and with enough elements to convey the story, but not to be too long. It also gave me ideas of how to become more independent and be a freelance journalist and start my own business and working from anywhere I am right now. So it definitely changed my life. And also it helped me, although I have been in the States before, I had been before the program in the States, it helped me immerse in the culture for 3 weeks in San Francisco, where people are outspoken about their identity, about their sexual identity and their sexuality. It also changed my life in that way because as a gay man, I was not able to be open about it when I was back in Honduras. And now I just came out of the closet publicly in Medellin, but did it on Facebook Live so my followers in my country would know also that I am a gay man. And I did it not just to, come out of the closet. I did it because I needed to do it for a responsibility with those who think that they're doomed or they're lost in a society that's macho, that's full of bigotry.
Okay. Tell me about this conference and why a conference like this is important. And you maybe set it up a little bit at Marco, an alumnus of the program, came up with the idea, that kind of thing, and then you helped him.
It's when Marco told me about this, Marco Jaramillo, one of the fellows of the program, who is the architect behind this conference, when he told me about his idea, I was just so wow, because this is the first summit for the diversity, journalism for the diversity. And it happens in a moment where Colombia just approved the fully right to gay marriage, to egalitarian marriage. So this conference comes to put like the little cherry on top of the cake and give tools to journalists in this country and in Latin America, of course, about how to approach the news with a LGBT perspective. And it's a great thing that we have other fellows involved in the production of this event. Juan David and Daniel Suarez, also fellows from my, I don't know how to say, my batch of people who went there, my group, my May group of 2015. It's wonderful people who are actually changing the way their news outlets or their organizations are bringing news to people. So Marco is not only doing something just to have a big event and have professors, students, and journalists come here, but he's also breaking stereotypes and also breaking paradigms.
Okay. You mentioned the other fellows who are involved in this, Daniel and Juan David. They're straight. Do you think that the program, it wasn't its main goal, but did the program help enlighten other journalists about LGBT issues, the program in the US, that is?
I think that when you are immersed in a culture like the US culture for 5 weeks, it changed you in a way that you realize that there are other options, there are other realities that may not be the same in your country, and it helps open your mind. We were very lucky that this group although they're mostly from Latin America, they're all from Latin America, where countries are very homophobic. They were very open-minded, they were very accepting, and what I would say is that this experience helped them have a better idea of what it is to be a straight journalist delivering news for LGBT or about LGBT issues.
Perfect. Okay, then I'm just going to come back to your coming out and just tell me kind of what set it up the way you did in there. That Honduras is a country where it's very hard to do this, to be public. What the impact on your career, but why you thought it was important.
There is not enough data to say that Honduras is the most dangerous country in Latin America for LGBT people, although in certain outlets it appears in one of the top 10 or top 12 most homophobic countries around the world. The numbers are really high, but these numbers are just of people that have been killed and they're known to be LGBT. But the number is bigger because there are people that are being killed because they're gay or lesbians, but they're not publicly out. So these numbers go in a different category. So the numbers are not real. So there are more people that are being killed, that are being threatened, that are being harassed because of our sexuality, because of our sexual identity and our preferences. Coming out, I think it's a responsibility to those in my country, so who want to yell out to the world and say, this is me. I'm not this stereotype that you want me to be. I'm not straight because I have to fit in your norms or and just so they can be free, you know what I mean? It's just to open a door for them, because as a public person, by coming out, I can give them an example that it's okay, it's not so hard, that it's actually better when you do it, because now I'm not afraid that somebody will, point at me and say, oh, you're gay, or the picture of my boyfriend, when I took a picture with my boyfriend when I was 20, it will not be used to blackmail me or something like that, because now I'm in control of my identity. And this is what I want others to understand, that by coming out, they are making a statement and saying that, no, I would not be the way you want me to be. I will be me.
Perfect. That is perfect.